Welcome, everyone. This is Recovery Dharma. My name is Julia. It is so great to be here practicing with you. I am chiming in from the inland northwest of Washington State in Spokane. It's a cool, rainy day. It's beautiful on my farm. And I'm closing my eyes and I'm getting ready to sink into this practice. And I invite you to join me. Turn your gaze inward. Find a posture that feels comfortable and full of ease. If you're sitting in a chair as I am and you'd like to assume a more disciplined meditation posture, sit toward the front of the chair so that your back is not supported from anything other than the core of your being. Straight back, strong back, soft belly. Make sure your feet are firmly planted on the ground. You can cross your legs if you want to, or have your feet planted solidly, and then allow your hands to rest in your lap. My fingers are interlaced and my thumbs are touching, and they're resting on the tops of my thighs. Enjoy bringing your attention to your breath, the way it enters your body, either through your nostrils or through an open mouth. Allow your mind to watch your belly feel full and expand as you inhale. Enjoy watching the exhalation of breath as the air leaves your belly, and maybe even as you engage your core muscles to squeeze out the last bit of air. I know that when I invite my body in this way to practice breathing meditation, I'm less apt to be in my mind, which has such a strong propensity to wander. And instead, I'm fully in my body, watching and observing the expansion and the full contraction at the level of my belly as I inhale and exhale. Let's go ahead and enjoy breathing together as a community in this very gentle and mindful way. Expanding on the inhalation, contracting on the exhalation, in your own way, in your own time. Friends, one of the motivations inspiring me to bring forward the theme of Mother and the Sacred Feminine for the month of May, and the theme of the archetypal Father and the Sacred Masculine for the month of June, is simply an invitation to explore the ways we have been mothered and fathered, both positively and negatively, as a way of informing and inspiring how we can better mother and father ourselves. Within each of us is a very young child archetype, an adolescent archetype, a young adult archetype, and even as adults, mothers and fathers. All of that lives and breathes within us and as us. As we continue to mature our egos and grow in wisdom, feeling more secure and anchored in ourselves, we are beginning to understand the limits of maintaining and encouraging the victim posture. We are beginning to understand the limits of blame and judgment. And instead, we are calling forward and discovering the power and the sacredness of owning our minds, opening our hearts, healing ourselves. Looking at what caused us harm as a young child or an adolescent, maybe because we had mothers who were easy to criticize, unskillful in praise. Maybe we had mothers who were negligent, abusive. Maybe some of us had mothers who had struggles so deep they weren't available. To look at the ways we have been hurt and wounded as part of the whole human experience is not to make excuses, nor is it to stay shackled to blame, but to simply observe what was going on, what were the conditions involved in that wounding. And now that I am older, wiser, and more mature, how can I go back to my child, my inner adolescent, and be the mother to myself that my mother was not able to be for all the reasons that exist for her that are in fact her karma. How can I mother myself? What does it mean to mother myself? Employing the 4 limitless qualities of true love, Maitri in Buddhism. How can I offer myself loving kindness? How can I offer myself compassion? How can I offer myself joy? How can I offer myself equanimity, space? In Eastern philosophy, the sacred feminine embodies light, the energy of luminescence. So, with a very gentle light, in the spirit of the sacred feminine and the sacred mother, I'd like to bring forward mantras representing the four limitless qualities that we can recite toward ourselves. And I'm just going to use the I pronoun. May I feel tenderly loved and cared for. May I tenderly love and care for myself. May I tenderly love and care for myself. And I'll add here, friends, a little spiritual hint. To love tenderly and care for ourselves includes receiving love and care from others. One of our habit energies in relationship to trauma responses from our youth is to bring forward that very young mind that's so motivated to do everything ourselves. I'll do it myself. I don't need anyone else. I don't need anyone to love me. I don't need anyone to care for me. I got this. And that is probably true and not the whole truth. We need one another. To receive someone's love, to receive someone's care, is to give love and to give care. May I tenderly love and care for myself and receive it from others too. All beings everywhere know pain, discomfort, and fear, just like me. No one wants to feel that, just like me. May I bring ease and comfort to myself and by extension to all beings. Mudita is the limitless quality of joy, friends. And one of the misunderstandings that comes with the exploration of joy is the notion that to be joyful is to be happy all the time. And that simply is not the whole truth. To be joyful certainly does include happiness, yes, but there are times in our lives where we don't feel particularly happy. Maybe we're doing a task that is mundane and boring, or maybe we're doing a task that is a little bit stressful and intense and requires a great deal of concentration. And regardless, we can have the spirit of joy radiating from our being. What is it to be joyful then? What is it to embody mudita? Joy is the capacity to accept your whole self and to share it with the world. A beautiful mantra to cultivate this kind of joy is something from Thich Nhat Hanh that I love. He says, breathing in, I smile to myself. Breathing out, I am a whole human being. That's my part. Breathing in, I smile to myself. Breathing out, I am a whole human being. And then finally, we can bring forward the fourth limitless quality of equanimity, the cultivation of freedom and space. And in the spirit of the Sacred Mother, the Sacred Feminine, this is a quality indeed of enormous space, magnanimous space, where everything is allowed to be precisely as it is. The mantra for this is breathing in, I create space. Breathing out, to see myself as I am. Breathing in, I create space. Breathing out, to see myself as I am. Friends, these are the four limitless qualities to cultivate in a Buddhist practice. They are inspired by our willingness and our courage to mother ourselves in ways that complement the mothering we had, and also in ways that heal, the ways we weren't mothered well. May we have the wisdom, the bravery, and the tenacity to keep practicing so that we can become better mothers in the world. Taking a final deep breath in and out, we'll return to this space and open up for community sharing. So this is going to be our dedication of merit today. And our dedication is to all of us who were birthed, all of us who came through a very narrow, dark tunnel. And we were birthed through a female body that knew how to expand and contract naturally. It was tight, it was dark, it was shitty even, it was juicy, it was all of those things. Birth is messy, friends. Birth is messy and it's painful. And on the other end of it all is each of us. What a miracle, what a blessing. May life receive the delight of your breath, of your presence. May you receive the breath and presence of life. And may you know that in all of this, there is conspiring going on behind the scenes, all of it for your well-being, your care, your love. Thank you, friends. Namaste.